I told you. Is that a dog barking on our audio or their audio?
It's on mine. I gotta go take the dog out. I'll be right back.
And see, that's how great this movie is. He didn't pause it.
You didn't pause it.
That's how bad this movie is.
Welcome everybody to the Bad Movie Cold Cereal Party. I am Neal, as always, joined by my friends Tom and Matt. I think last time it was Matt and Tom, but either way, it's the same guys coming to you this week from a brand new studio with a brand new movie. This week we are watching the terrible, terrible movie Birdemic, Shock and Terror. I think this thing is from 2008. I could be a little bit off there, but it doesn't really matter. This movie sucks balls no matter what year it was made. So Tom and Matt, how are we doing this week?
I don't know. I just want to say real quick, I'd call this the Abe Lincoln of movies. If I was going to say any president to compare this movie to, it'd be Abraham Lincoln. And I just wanted to get that out. There's
so what's your Mount Rushmore of bad movies, Tom?
My Mount Rushmore? Oh, we're talking, Ernest, everything he ever did. That's one. I'm listing off the main people that would be on it. We got Ernest. And then we got Ernest. He was at camp one time. That's a good one. Ernest again. It's gonna be hard for me.
Just four Jim Varneys across the mountain. That's all.
Yeah, just Jim
and then
Jim
one
Varney.
Vern.
At the very end, we have just a bird, just a bird. I'd throw Conor McGregor's ass on there as well if I have to, if I can.
Just his ass,
just his CGI'd ass, as Matt said.
Oh, we all know who I put up there.
Neil Breen 4 times.
Nicolas Cage, the 2 towers, and a plane.
Ooh. Wow. I like all those. Well, I don't like any of them. But that's why they fit on the bad movie Rushmore. We're getting edited out. I hope. Hey, I think Neil already mentioned, but speaking of birds flying through the air and destroying things, we're watching Birdemic, and I imagine that's going to happen at some point.
Hold on. Let's talk about our cereals real quick because we do have cereals. And
you think a bird's going to hit a tower and explode?
Well, it's going to hit something and explode. If it does, oh boy. What year was this movie made?
2008, I think.
Oh, that's still fresh in the hearts and minds of American people.
I am not breaking a rule. I am eating generic cereal, though, because this movie is so freaking generic. This is Fruity Dino Bites. This week is what I'm enjoying for my cereal.
What I'm eating tonight is something a little bit different, but something I do a lot. That's right. It's going to be a jar of peanut butter mixed with this cereal right here.
Why?
It's a French Toast Crunch. So I got generic peanut butter because you get it in the big tub. Let's be real.
I have cinnamon chicks.
Are you actually going to eat your cereal tonight? Matt really has a will they won't they thing going on with his cereal. Will he eat it or will he not eat it? And
no, just
is it cake?
We'll see how the movie goes. We'll see how the date goes, and if it goes well, then maybe
stick around to the end to find out if this man ate his cereal on Bad Movie Cold Cereal Party. Yeah.
Yep.
The music of this movie reminds me of Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh, that's actually a really good comparison. And it's probably because it's just super generic music that they had to buy off the internet or something. Not the Cannibal Holocaust did that, but you get the idea.
You know what the intro to this movie reminds me of? It's the last time we watched this, and I'm remembering now how long it is, and it's unnecessary.
It's 16 hours long.
It means nothing. It adds nothing at all to the story. There's a blue Mustang.
I just really want to see the speedometer. Because
I
really think he's going 25 miles an hour.
No, he's definitely going faster than that because he's on the road with other vehicles that aren't part of the movie. They don't know they're being in a movie.
I don't know that there was a truck behind him earlier that was riding his ass pretty hard.
Dude, I know why he's driving so slow.
Because he's old?
No, because he rented this car for this movie.
You might not be wrong.
What is the point of the Shock and Terror? I know we discussed it the first time we tried to watch this movie. But it's so weird.
Never come up.
It's just there.
Again, the only reason I can think of is that there's another movie called Birdemic somewhere, and they just had to put it in there to keep it copyright free or something. I don't know.
The shock is how bad it is, and the terror is they made more of them.
How do you write
Man, he looks like Elliot Rogers.
I don't know who Elliot Rogers is, but does he look like an idiot?
Does he look like a moron? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just having a good time cutting whatever she's eating.
I'll tell you this: Elliot Rogers wouldn't be able to talk to that girl.
God, his walk is amazing.
Punch him.
I don't mean to bother you.
Get the mace.
I practically shoved her.
Pretty much.
He is Elliot Rogers.
Here's mine.
What?
Again, it was nice talking to you.
That's what I hate is every time I try to get a girl's number, she doesn't give me a fucking card. And I don't have one to give her either. And it really pisses me off every time. It never happened. That scene that happened, how many times have you ever been like in a situation where the hot girl walks by and you're like, I'm going to go talk to her. You're like, no, I'm a pussy. He actually did it. That was written in the script, but he did it.
Boss move. Boss move.
I did it. I did it all the time.
Many have died.
Yeah, I mean,
due to the difficulty of finding.
And Matt built up a tolerance to pepper spray quickly also.
No, I want to say, and that's one of the reasons Matt was successful because one, he was handsome. So he never really had that fear of rejection because he wasn't rejected a lot. And number two, he had like this, and I'm going to say this in the kindest way possible. He had this like,
I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear
I'm trying to think. I don't want to say the word I'm going to say because it's going to get us banned on YouTube. Matt's like, he's too dumb to know that he shouldn't do that. He's not saying it's not that you're dumb. It's just like you have this unwarranted sense of confidence. Like every other guy's like, no, this is something I should worry about. Matt's like, okay, I'll try it. Okay, just fucking talk to the girl. It's not. What's the big deal? Go talk to the girl.
Just fucking talk to her. What are you, stupid?
I'm like that with some things, but talking to women, dude, I was telling my wife, man, that was this girl I saw at a gas station. She was working. She was like a clerk. I saw that bitch for like every day for 5 months. Never once said a word to her. And every time I'm like, today's going to be the day. You know when the day was? Never. I met my wife.
Why are we watching him fill up his stupid car?
Because it's a rental. He wanted to prove to the rental agency he filled it up before he returned it.
I got proof. Watch my movie.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Tom, you eating that big slab of peanut butter.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
I know it looks gross, man, but this is what I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to just eat I'm going to show you guys how to do it. You fill it up with peanut butter, and then it just sticks to it, and then you just eat the cereal and the peanut butter. Just get a little bite. Get a little peanut butter with your bite.
I mean, I'm sure it's delicious. It just looks fucking.
I know it looks terrible. There's not a single cereal that I've ever did this with that didn't make it better. You know what's also good about it, Matt? It's a lot of protein in peanut butter.
Yeah,
See,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know that scene you're talking about later where he talks about the hybrid diesel?
Yes.
That's where he got the idea just watching that newscast. He's like, oh, that might be cool for say about my car.
Who invites a door-to-door salesman inside of your house?
Nobody. I can tell you right now.
Where are you going to put it? All right, I think you have the say on that.
I like how you brought him in the house to ask him like one question so he could then walk back out.
Where? You're not putting a solar panel there, dude.
Dude, you have to be a real asshole to just sit there and put a cover on your car that you're going to have to take off in the morning.
Is there any way we can lower
When you got a 4-car garage right in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, I'm looking at that. I'm like, I have a Mustang and I don't even put the cover on it.
Okay, let's do it.
No,
Come on.
that was you. That was you. That time
That was
you.
all you. All you.
Please cut that one out. It didn't work the way I planned.
Why did you decide to go into sales?
I like sales. It fits my personality.
No, it does not.
As a software
It fits my personality. A guy that just fucking sits here monotone.
How about I give you 50% off?
What's your big strategy? He's like, I tell him an exorbitant amount of money, and then I cut it in half for him to the real price.
He read the art of the deal.
His eyes obviously don't give a shit about anything happening, but his eyebrows are very into it. I want to say, you know who this girl reminds me of? She reminds me of Cameron Diaz if nobody gave a fuck about her.
Oh, she's Wish Cameron Diaz.
Which Cameron Diaz? Oh, Timu.
That's what I'm saying.
It's Timu now, kids.
How do you... I just don't understand how you could write a movie this terrible without intentionally doing it. And what I hate is I know this motherfucker's in there writing it. He's like, this is good dialogue. Like, this is a good conversation they're having. This is Quentin Tarantino style shit. He was talking constantly about his dumbass job.
Now, what does
Yeah.
he do for a living?
He's a software salesman.
Oh, she knows everything about that.
If I me about a dozen times already. You know, I always love your advice.
But you know, I got this nice, pristine, slim body. You're a fucking tank, all right? We're not in the same lane, Mom.
She's like, honey, I used to be in your lane.
That's insane.
Make your money while you can.
And then I had you. Now my body is ruined.
I'm gonna give a thumbs
Imagine
up in a
beast.
fucking movie. I hope if anything I said comes to the movie, that fucking better. I'll fucking tear it down and re-upload it myself if I have to.
You're gonna grow up, man.
You're playing with an RC car.
Their pants, you better have a nice hot Ferrari.
She's my hot Ferrari. Besides, I love my Mustang, which is a plug-in hybrid. It gives 100
I told you.
Anyways, thinking about opening up.
Is that a dog barking on our audio or their audio?
That's on mine. I gotta go
Okay.
take the dog out. I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
And see,
Pause
that's
it.
how great
Pause
this movie is.
She's my girlfriend's best friend.
Huh.
He didn't pause it.
Yeah.
You didn't pause it?
That's how bad this movie is.
That'd be fun.
You think it's our audio.
Seriously. Let's go watch a bad movie.
I have to
Let's
say,
go watch a bad movie.
this is hands down the worst movie we've had so far because at least Neil brings movies. They're terrible,
Man, that was a good
horribly
movie, and it
written
could be
and put
good.
together.
That
But
is-
at least,
I'm getting
Oh,
at least it's
why that's
the.
environmental.
Hold on. Oh, we're missing such a good part here.
She has her
talks about-
horse shirt on.
Maya and I
They
gotta
went
get-
on a date to watch Al Gore's An Inconvenient Truth movie, and we're like, "Oh, it's a great movie."
Oh, look how cute.
Oh yeah, they dipped the audio as soon as they could.
Just yeah. Never mind.
So beautiful.
Oh, why
There's
is this
no
so loud?
way. There's no way you would sit here and put this together. I love the idea of these guys putting this movie together and be like, how the fuck do they do it? How do they get their audio not to sound like shit? Because there's no way they watched this and thought, oh, this is good.
He's like,
They
we're not
did a
gonna
good
dub it
job.
over. Did they dub it over? Is that what they did? They just dub it over?
They're like, we're not gonna do it, man. We're not gonna be like Street Fighters or what? Hold on, what was the movie that had? Oh, we're not gonna be like Kiss.
You should have a plan B now. I always do.
Yeah, so when we
I mean,
fuck,
look
we
at
don't
it.
have to worry about it.
Started
This is a
out
joke I want to hear.
and ended up a salesman.
Shut up, dude.
You sound like my mother.
Yeah. So get away from him
That's
quickly.
exactly what every guy wants to
Who
hear
knows? Maybe I will consider a career
on a
in real
date.
estate.
Hey, what's that thing that Tom said in the room video? A woman of her age. I'm afraid something might come.
So Natalie tells me.
Yeah. She does remind me of Paula Dean a lot.
What is that? What we used to call them something toes, something toes.
I'll tell you, I knew a lady of a few years that said that word.
My grandma said that word all the time.
Oh,
Toes
boy.
wasn't a part of it.
I'm so lonely. So Natalie, maybe. Maybe I'm not ideal, man.
Poor motherfucker.
Was bought for $1 billion by Oracle Corporation.
Oh my god, can you stop talking about your goddamn company, you fucking drone?
Audio switch, man. They're like, how do you do a transition? They say, fucking who cares? I swear this had to be like a college
Do you
film.
hear?
that they
Do you
were
hear that
making.
audio? It is making my toenails curl. Like I'm like,
I don't understand how it ended up being this bad because obviously unless they're in the room with a fucking beatbox playing this fucking music, why is it so bad? Why are we looking at their
Dude, look
feet?
at her dirty ass feet.
Yeah,
Where's the audio? Okay,
I-
here's some wind.
yeah. I don't think you're missing anything right now.
This is the calm before the storm, my friend. Birdemic is about to happen.
Look at
It
all them
takes.
look at all that horse piss.
Look,
a
how,
little bit thunder. A little bit
how,
thunder.
how far are we into this movie called Birdemic? There it is. Oh, dude, they're bombing shit. There's
Kamikaze sounds.
airplane noises. It's the same set of birds. It's the same set flying back and
We're
forth.
halfway through the movie.
Okay. I can't do this, man. How did it get worse? I can't listen to this on top of their audio. Why are they're waiting outside their door for people to leave so they can kill them?
Why don't they just bomb them?
This definitely is an epidemic of birds. I agree with the title. I am shocked and I am terrorized. Did she say
That mattress doesn't have a sheet on it?
It doesn't.
You know how fucking disgusting that is? Waking up, sleeping on a mattress with no sheet on it?
That's why he kept his pants on.
In a hotel?
Why is this seagull noises? Why did he do it?
How come that one didn't blow up?
Why did somebody spend time to have that bird just flop on the ground?
Do you know why they stopped?
I don't know.
Do you know why they started?
That's what I was wondering.
Maybe they got tired.
Let's do something like that.
Get in the goddamn car. This is so stupid.
No way.
This is worse than Neil Breen fighting a fucking white tiger. Oh no, the key doesn't work. Why does he have a machine gun?
Looks good.
He just accepts it. Have we seen these birds kill anyone yet?
They dive
Just
bomb.
shooting out the window. Can you imagine being somebody driving along
No
that
way.
road and seeing this?
People with rifles pulling kids out of fucking trunks. So both these couples going to hang out and be like, which kid do you want? Why are they eating out in the open?
That's what I was about to ask.
How is the audio so much worse
There is
here?
scientific evidence to show that because of our
They had to
burning
overpower that
fuels
beach
emit
behind them.
greenhouse gases, which is
That's what
causing global
that's what the
warming.
music is for, to cover it up.
Raising the temperature
Because you know sometimes there's music, sometimes they're not.
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fall asleep listening to this man talk about nothing.
Oh wait, so the birds got mad because they couldn't fuck because it was too hot?
Yeah.
It's too fucking hot in here. Let's go kill some people, man.
Birds, they're like birds are that sentient.
See, that character was would he get a cut on his neck? That character was written in just to give that deposition.
Oh, for sure.
Say the word for me. Deposition.
Deposition.
Deposition. Just to give the deposition to explain what's happening in the movie. And they're like, "Do you want to come with us?" He's like, "Oh no. They don't want to have to write 4 characters or 5 characters."
Here we go. This man right here fought an hour.
Why do they have
right.
a cut on the same exact spot?
Because it's
They're
lazy.
blood brothers. They cut them themselves.
Oh, they picking a spot to squat.
Pick a spot to squat.
Pop that squat, girl.
She's got a gun with her while she's taking a piss. No!
Oh no, I shot her.
Wouldn't that be great if it had a rave to the grave little twist? He accidentally shot the.
Oh my
She's
God,
dead.
She's dead.
He was just trying to take a wee.
The Eagles killed Becky.
Look at the non-reaction he has.
Yep. And look
At least
again,
he's
the
got
calm under
trying
pressure.
to answer
More
or
cars
trying to act.
Sorry.
I'm
All these
sorry.
other cars just driving by normal. They're obeying traffic laws and everything.
The only people that have been included in this apocalypse are these 3-4 people, whatever.
It's like everybody else just living their normal lives while we're sitting here trying to save the world.
It's like a group psychotic break.
God, like
They just kidnapped 2 kids.
They did. I told you. Did you all listen to my chronicler? It's all coming to fruition, isn't it?
Neil Breen's movies are so much better though because the first 30 minutes are good. There's no good about this movie.
Look at that! Look at that cool under pressure motherfucker.
Easy. The dude's got an Easy E shirt.
Did they shit on him?
They just shit on him.
They're laughing about it.
I was about to say the birds are fucking laughing. Do they really have to have this audio playing over
Dude,
it all?
it's so bad.
To him, this was a very powerful scene.
Obviously.
He wrote this out because I do this shit too when I write. I'll write something, I'm like, damn, this is good. And I'll just read it over and over. And he was doing that same shit for this.
Right here.
He's like, this is a powerful scene, man. I can't wait to film it.
That's the kind of insight I like to hear.
Yeah, you're right.
Get the gun.
Because that's how I feel every time I see like one of these dumb fucking birds flying around. I'm like, somebody took so much time in their life to build that and animate it and to put it in this movie. And they're like, I don't see how anybody's going to think it's not a real bird.
Just
Either
leave
that-
the fucking gun.
The more realistic part is they made it and they're like, "This is terrible. Nobody's gonna believe this." And they're like, "Hey, that's a good job. I'll pay for it," because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Why is this green screen?
It's not
You
green
filmed this at the
screen.
gas station. You bothered this old gas attendant
Yeah.
to record.
It doesn't make any sense.
First of all, why'd you get to a gas station that was still manned by someone?
Yeah, no kidding.
You just left the gas station that was abandoned.
Keep that around a freaking gas.
I hate this movie, man. This is so much worse than Neil Breen.
Dude. Oh, okay. I was about to say that gas attendant just go outside and just start spurting gas.
Did
just
a bird
on that
just-
dude's car.
Did that bird kamikaze into a gas pump?
Sure did.
Why are birds exploding? Birds are gonna come.
He's
get him.
gonna die. And they're gonna leave that gas
They're
can
gonna leave
there.
the gas can there, though.
These birds are fucking assassins, man.
100%
like-
kill rate.
You guys better not ever come back here.
That was the director's dad.
Is that why he was such a good actor?
Yeah.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Yep, exactly. Forgot the gas.
Left the gun too.
They left the gun.
Oh,
He's
let's
got
go
an
in the
antifreeze
forest.
bottle. He's like, here, we're gonna kill ourselves, kids. Time to
They'll
time
be-
to end our misery.
We only got one bullet, and that's for me.
That's for me. This is exactly okay. Listen, this is exactly where you do not get water from in a stream.
Especially not in
Why
a
not?
fucking antifreeze bottle.
Why not, guys? What's
No.
wrong with the water in this stream?
You look for white water, like you look for like
Ooh.
like water that's moving
Ooh.
fast.
I didn't think we'd hear that from you.
What is that?
Oh,
man?
what is this deliverance, motherfucker?
Who's that? Even worse.
Next to
Fucking
the
scam,
screen.
you motherfucker.
It's just like the audacity to preach to me in the middle of this shitty fucking movie, man.
Those wheels used to die out during. I hear a mountain lion. I gotta get back to my house. You gotta get to your car. It was very nice meeting you.
I
That
hear a
whole
mountain
scene
lion.
was just to preach to us, and he said, "Hey, they're
Yep.
only going after people in cars and gas stations." You're like, "All right, we gotta hurry back to our fucking car."
Get back to your car.
Is that a gun? Can I borrow it?
I do have a mountain lion afoot.
He plays with it like Tom Bombadil did with the ring. He's like, "Woo-wee, chickadee."
Points it at his head, pulls the trigger, nothing happens. Just lug these dead bodies out of their car and take it over.
Where are the kids?
No.
Oh
They're
no!
friends.
Why is she wearing that shirt still? She's like, I'm pretending. How long has she been dead in that car? Look at that guy with his
Your,
mouth
like
open.
your throat's not cut. Your face is the only thing fucked up. Why are the kids getting in that car?
I don't.
You gotta teach
Why
him how
is
to
anybody
fish,
in
man.
this movie at all at this
Death
point?
comes down from the sky, and you decide to let two 8-year-olds come out.
They're honestly like, look, dude, if they die, if they come, they help us catch extra fish. If they die, we get extra fish. Win-win.
That's a win-win. If they kill the kids, we can
Yeah,
eat them.
one pole.
next.
Why does he still not know how to fucking walk, dude?
He learned that technique in acting class. He never let it go.
I wonder if they caught that or bought it.
That's bought. That like
Yeah,
that
there's
thing
no
looks
way they
frozen.
caught that fish. That is so
It's
nasty.
a bunch of rocks. This is a bunch of rocks.
I'm gonna go to the van and get the stove.
Just leave everybody there on the beach. Hopefully they all die.
Why do you keep smiling at him? He likes you. You fucked. You can quit smiling at him now.
Did they fuck it? That man was fully clothed.
He's just gonna put the unscaled fish.
And sunny scaled. It's nothing. You just boil it. Scales come off
Yeah.
after that, right?
That's what they're doing. They're just boiling it in water.
Have some fish stew.
That's so
Oh,
nasty.
Don't
dude.
gut it. Nothing.
Yeah, dude, get some seaweed in there for flavor. You want this fish to taste like fucking fish.
Ah, that's so vile.
This will be good, guys.
Yuck, I want Happy Meal.
Oh God, fuck you, kid. I hate this movie so much more now. There's no Happy Meals. That's what, hey kids. That's what happens. Whenever we don't stop global warming, no more Happy Meals, right? Is this them making their last stand? Is the government to come in, clear out the space to save them?
Wish.
I told you that was birds.
What?
Couldn't hear you over the sound of the fucking ocean.
That's why I didn't answer.
He actually couldn't hear.
Oh my god, dude.
They're like,
Just end.
how long do we want the outro to be? Longer than the intro.
Yeah.
Look how long. I mean, it's amazing they got these kids to sit here in front of this water this long.
The tide is straight up
Tide
coming
coming
in. Yeah, don't get the tide is coming in. There's the casserole.
There's no way.
Oh, do not start the next one. No. I remember watching this movie and finding it good. I don't know how many times I've watched this movie now. This watch, though, has shown me just how bad this movie really is. It is horribly paced. I mean, again, excluding like the special quote unquote effects and the dialogue and everything else that's going on, the sound quality, which is just like really abysmal. The funny parts of this, when there's moments that are funny, they are pretty hilariously funny, but maybe for the wrong reasons. But there's just too much. This movie is a slog. Like, I had forgotten, apparently, since the last time I watched this movie, how long and just brutally like drawn out. This movie could have been a Velocipaster that runs like 88 minutes, I think, or maybe even this movie could have almost been like shorter than that even. This movie is not an hour and whatever this is, an hour and almost 40 minutes, I think, in length. It should not be that. It should be maybe an hour tops, and you could cut out all the extra guff from this and just have kind of a short film. And maybe that would make it better, but I don't know. It's bad. It's really bad. It's worse somehow than I remember it being. And I'm a little bit surprised. I'll be honest. I have fond memories of this, and I think it's probably because of the people I watched it with. But even watching it with Matt and Tom, not that they've like spoiled it. It's like at this watching, I'm like, man, there's so many better movies that we've seen than Birdemic that it somehow has made Birdemic actually feel worse than probably I originally thought it was, if that makes any sense. So yeah. Thanks though for watching. Y'all, we're over 100 subscribers now, and we truly, truly appreciate everybody who has joined us on this journey. And you know, we're trying to find and make the best content that we can for you guys, and the reason we're doing it is because of all of you. So if you do have suggestions, if you do want to join our Discord, there's going to be links in the description as always. If you've got movies that you think we would enjoy watching that are bad movies, please let us know. We'd love to see it, and we'd love to extend our list a little bit, as it were. So I hear people back in the background, so I know I'm about done here. But anyway,
all right, I'll start it off. You guys don't mind?
Please.
This is the worst pile of shit I've ever seen in my life. I've seen 2 Neal Breen movies, and this is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. I hated this so much, man. It's God, it's like all the things I hate about Neal Breen movies. This like just layered on top of each other with worse stuff. There's no redeeming quality of this movie at all. I guess if I had to say there's one redemption to this movie is that main girl was kind of pretty. That's about it. I hated it so much. And I was already tired and had like a long day, and I had to watch this on top of it. I've never wanted a movie to end so much faster. I think I was in good spirits. You watch this movie or watch this video at the beginning of it. I was pretty good in energy. I lost it. I hated this so much. I hated this movie so much, guys. This was terrible, man.
Yeah, no, this movie was god awful. I knew what I was going into, because I've seen clips of this movie. I knew the birds were terrible. It was just a bad experience. It drained, like you said, Tom. You were high energy when we first started this movie, and then it just drained me because of how just terrible it was.
I somewhere in this video you'll have seen me giving a monologue. I'm not really going to retread too much here, but I will say this: what these guys are saying about like this movie felt exhausting in a way that no other movie we've watched did. And I don't think it's because of the time. I don't think it is literally like this movie like saps your will to want to watch a bad movie because it is just not good. It's not good. And I'm stunned because I remember this being a better movie than it was. It was bad. It was really, really bad. So.
All right, spoons.
Well, I'll go ahead and get my spoon. One more thing I wanted to add that I meant to say before is I really thought the bad movie idea was growing on me. And this movie it's like I was riding high, like, oh, I do like bad movies. It is fucking plummeted back down to the ground where I'm lower than I was the first Neal Breen movie I saw. I didn't think it could happen. This movie, without a doubt, earned every bit of 0 spoons from me. Every single fucking none of them. Hey, Matt.
So I'm gonna give it no spoons because any joke we made about the movie, I'd have to cut out.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't give it. There's no way. I cannot justifiably give this a spoon. It was bad. It's not even like there's nothing that can redeem this. Like blurred screen, beeping the jokes. Nothing will redeem this movie. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's irredeemable.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like. We're at 103 now, and we promised at 100 subs we'd watch another Neal Breen movie. I think the next movie we're planning on watching is Son of Godzilla.
Son of
for Father's
Godzilla
Day.
on Father's Day. So yes, and that's
Son
going
of
to be a
Godzilla
live
for Father's
stream.
Day. Yeah, we're going to stream that, and then after that, then we'll fulfill our Neal Breen promise. We'll watch Pass Through.
You guys are lucky
Oh.
we already actually did fulfill that promise. We watched.
Let's say we actually
Cade.
did watch Cade.
No, that was before we hit 100 subs, and we actually made that. What did we make? We made that promise at Reefer Madness.
Yeah.
That at 100 subs, we watch another Neal Breen movie.
We watched the Cade movie just because it was new, so I'll let
Yeah.
it slide. Hey man, I'm looking forward to an Neal Breen movie after this one, man.
Well, first we're gonna watch Son of Godzilla, and then we'll watch Pass Through. So
Son of
stick
Godzilla.
around for that. We'll see y'all next time.
I thought of a redeeming quality of this movie. It can't get worse from here.
Let's go watch a bad movie. Let's go watch a bad movie. Let's go watch a bad movie and be called cereal.